6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the you know what you trying to do. Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMP.
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bears standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
Well, it's not unusual for a team to have a little bit of a letdown after appearing in the Super Bowl. And the Rams had that Super Bowl letdown after their loss in Super Bowl 53 to New England. But it might surprise people that quarterback Jared Goff still finished third in the NFL in passing yards at better than 4,600.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 180, 21, 59. Man out.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman, stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The numbers for Coleman last week: 13 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams...
Yeah, boy, that's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
The ruling on the field is reversed.
Here we go,
From the 2, here's first and goal.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
It's Coleman here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
What was that, man?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Goff on first down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Up into the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee, you might have got some blank stares back, but down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee. He expects...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Pass.
Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick 6 last time out. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I couldn't quite hear, but I can imagine there was a big look out to the quarterback as Nick Bosa got to him yet again for another sack. The 2019 Defensive Rookie of the Year, he continues to make an impact now, and I expect that for seasons to come. Not only is he a great player himself, because of his work, because of his excellent play, he makes everyone else in that defensive line that much better too.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down. It's gone. A quick pass to Cup. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the 6-year man from Texas. This is Malcolm Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
180. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 57. Mike, 57. It's our time.
Now a first down throw. Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
We got this.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Don't let him breathe, defense. Sponge. No. Run.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 77 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play that time for the Rams. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Handing it off to Brown. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Right back to Brown. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
Complete to Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still looked towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019. Runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Here we go. 11. What we got? Check 4.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Handoff, it's McKinnon. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for...
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right, they saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That is it. Perhaps a rib injury for Tyron Woodley.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
57, Mike 57. Maverick. I'm coming. 57's Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Goff throwing complete to Cup. And oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. As simply as...
Oh, we got it. Good job, D.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is...
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
57 the Mike. Watch.
Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Stop your whining.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody to run them down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had